Hello students, hope you all are doing good with your studies. So in this video I'll try to explain the sum which I have given you as an assignment from the chapter gears. So the sum says an epicyclic gear consists of a pinion, a wheel of 40 teeth, and an annulus or ring gear with 84 internal teeth concentric with the wheel. The pinion gears with the wheel and the annulus. The arm that carries the axis of the pinion rotates at 100 rpm. If the annulus is fixed, find the speed of the wheel. If the wheel is fixed, find the speed of the annulus. So let's first see what data what data is given in the sum. First, a wheel of 40 teeth. So the number of teeth of wheel of the sun gear is given. The annulus ring gear with 84 teeth. So the number of teeth for the ring gear is given. All right. Again, the arm rotates at 100 rpm. The rpm of the arm is given. Now in the question it is given two cases. The first case is if the annulus is fixed, find the speed of the wheel. Means when the ring gear is fixed, we have to find the speed of the sun gear. And next, if the wheel is fixed, find the speed of the annulus. Means if the sun gear is kept fixed, we have to find out the speed of the ring gear. Now in this question, one concept is very important. That is, if we see properly, we will see that the teeth of the pinion or the planet gear is not given. Now, to solve the question, we obviously need to find out the number of teeth of the pinion gear. So to do that, we have to apply the concept of geometry as I explained you in class. So what will be that? See, this distance plus this distance will be equal to this distance. Obviously from the geometry we can understand this. Now this distance is the radius of sun gear. This distance is the diameter of pinion gear. This distance is the radius of ring gear. So from the geometry we can write RR equals to dP plus RS. So through this equation, if we substitute the radius in the term of module and teeth, we will be able to find out the number of teeth of pinion, that is dP. Okay, so I hope this concept is clear. Now let's move on to the solution. So in the solution, first we will write the data which is given in the problem. So that is TS is 40, TR is 84, and N of arm, this is given plus 100 rpm. Now nothing is mentioned in the question, so this is why we will consider it as clockwise, but we got from the question. Okay, now first we have to apply the geometry. Now if you see the geometry of the figure, you will get to know that the radius of the wheel or the sun gear plus the diameter of the pinion gear dP equals to the radius of the annular gear, or RR. Let R be the ring gear. Okay, now in the next step what we will do, we will write the radius as d by 2, ds by 2 plus dP equals to dr by 2. Now we know that there is a formula called m equals to d by t. Now from this formula we can write d equals to m into t. So, and we all know that the modules of a gear train are all equal. Module of all the gears are equal in a gear train. So m is into ts, this will be ts by 2 plus ms dp, and the right one will be equals to mr tr by 2. All right, now modules are equal. ms, this will be mp, ms equals to mp equals to mr. All the module gets cancelled. The equation as ts by 2 plus this will be tpm, sorry, this will be tpm, tp equals to tr by 2. Now from this equation we can easily find out the number of teeth for planet gear, that is tp equals to tr by 2 minus ts by 2. Now let's see what was given. Tr, that means tr by 2 means 42, ts by 2 means 20. So let's directly write that, 42 minus 20. So this will be 42 minus 20 equals to 22. So tp we have found out to be 22. Now we have to do the chart. So in the chart, what will we do first? First will be the action. Next the N of arm, next the N of sun gear, next the N of planet gear, and at last the N of ring gear. Okay, now first I'm not writing the action, as you already know what we have to do. We have to fix the arm and give ns plus 1 rpm clockwise. So when ns is given plus 1 rpm clockwise, what will be the value of np? So let's find out. ns by np equals to tp by ts. So np will be ns ts by tp. Okay, let's not solve, let's just write this thing, ns ts by tp, and it will be minus np will be ns ts by tp, ns ts by tp, and it will be minus. Why minus? Because counterclockwise. Both the gear, the sun gear and the planet gear, are meshing externally, so the direction will change, and that will be counterclockwise. So now we can easily find out the value of nr. What will be the value of nr? So here we can write np by nr equals to tr by tp. This equals to, so nr, from here we can write nr equals to np tp by tr. Okay, now here we can put the value of np, ns ts by tp, because previously we have found out the value of np, this one, ns ts by tp. So if you write that, if you write the value of np, means if we substitute the value of np, ns ts by tp into tp by tr, so tp gets cancelled, this becomes ns ts by tr. All right, up to this I hope you have understood up to this. Now so nr is ultimately ns ts by tr. So let's write ns ts by tr. This one will be also negative because the planet gear and the internal gear is having an internal mesh. Okay, so the direction will be same, so both will be counterclockwise. Okay, now in the next step we will multiply with x. So 0 into x will be x, 1 into x will be 0 into x will be 0, 1 into x will be x, and this one will be sorry, this one will be minus x into ns ts by tp. Okay, and this one will be minus x to ns ts by tr. In the next step we will add y x plus y, this will be y minus x ns ts by tp, and this will be y minus x ns ts by tr. Okay, now see, these things is the final equation. These things are the final rpm or the final equation which we will utilize to find out the main required answer. Okay, now let's see in the question what was given. The arm speed was given, yes, it was given plus 100 rpm. So arm speed is now y, so we can easily write, so that means y equals to 100 rpm, that is n of arm. This is already given. Okay, the next, okay, now in the first case, that is case 1, it is given that if the annulus is fixed, find the speed of the wheel. That means nr is given 0, n of ring gear is given 0, and we need to find out the value of ns. All right, okay, now we know that the value of y is already 100, and nr, what was the equation for nr? This one, y minus x into ns ts by tr. So y minus x into ns ts by tr, this portion is equals to 0. Okay, now here we will put all the values. So here the value of this ns is plus 1, we can see from the chart. See, we have to consider this value now, this value, we have to consider this value now. All right, so the value of y is 100 minus x into 1 into ts, that means the sun gear is given 40, tr is given 84, equals to 0. Now from here we will find out the value of x, and that will be equals to 100 into 84 by 40 equals to x. So let's find out 100 into 84 by 40, it's 210. 210. Okay, now in the question it is being told to find if the annulus is fixed, find the speed of the wheel. To find the speed of the wheel, so what was the equation for the wheel? That means the sun gear, x plus y. So the value of x we have found out 210 and the y was 100. So n of sun will be x plus y, 210 plus 100, that means positive 310 rpm. So clockwise. Okay, this will be the answer for the first. Now moving on to the case 2. In the case 2, what it is given? If the wheel is fixed, find the speed of the annulus. If the wheel, that means if ns equals to 0, find the speed of nr. Okay. Now here is also the n arm equals to 100. That means y, we know the value of y for here also. Now we will put the value of y in the equation of ns. So what was the rpm of ns? Ns is x plus y. X plus y. So x plus y equals to 0, and similarly if y equals to 100, x equals to minus 100. Okay, now we have found out the value of x, we know the value of y. Now we need to find out the value of nr. What is the equation for nr? This one, y minus x ns ts by tr. nr equals to y minus x ns ts by tr. So y, we know the value of y is 100, x is minus 100, ns is 1, ts is 40, tr is 84. So we will solve this and find out the value. So it will be 100 into 40 by 84 plus 100. So it will be 147.61 rpm. Since the answer came positive, it will also be clockwise. So this is the answer for the second case, and this was the answer for the first case. This was the answer for the first case, 310 rpm clockwise. Now here, this sum I have done in a bit different way, which I have explained in class. See, in the class, what I have explained is to directly put the value of these things. Okay, now if you put the value of these things, this will come in numbers. These things will come in numbers. All these things is ns into ts by tr. If you put the value, if you solve this by putting the value ns equals to 1, ts and tr, so this will be a number. You can also do like that, but otherwise, which I have done is I have just written the variables. Okay, and in the last I have put all the values. So that will be much easier. Actually, both are easier. So you can do any method, you'll get the same answer. I hope you have understood the sum. So thank you.